everybody.
So can you stay behind the marimba because otherwise you're, yeah.
Hello everybody, thank you very much for coming to my recital today. My name is Ayami Okamura, and I'm studying in Germany at the Hochschule für Musik Detmold. So I would like to talk about marimba first. And then marimba there is a theory that marimba came from Africa when the American white people brought American African black people to the USA as slaves. But when black people were working so hard and then they had to deal a lot of bad things, they needed to have fun for the surviving their life because they were playing music, and then that's how the marimba came to US. So they had their traditional instrument which called balaphon, and that is very small, maybe like this ranges of wood, and then there is some resonator stuff, and then they are playing that. So that's how we believe the marimba came to US, and then I just played the piece from Dream of the Cherry Blossom, composed by Keiko Abe. She's one of the most important marimbists. She developed marimba to this kind of 5-octave ranges of classical marimba. And then marimba was not like a solo instrument or some concert music instrument, but she tried so hard to elevate marimba as a solo instrument. So now we have this big marimba, and then so it's not very popular in the world. So second of all, I want to talk about my program. So my recital, I named my recital as a poem of color because I wanted to tell you guys that always we have something very difficult moment, and then especially in Japan, especially when we are trying to blend to the society, they might be judging you, and then we are kind of overwhelmed by what people are thinking. So I really felt like I'm losing my personality because blending to the society means you kind of have to have the same similar personality as the society, as a community. And then I didn't realize about that until I went to USA, because American people have their own strong identity and personality that they really believe, and then that's how they have a lot of discussion, argument, and then they sometimes get really too angry or they get too sad. But I really liked that because I could find my own identity. That's how maybe this is who I am, and then or maybe this is who she is, who he is. So I really wanted to say that having your own identity or personality is very important. Of course, in the society it's amazing, it's great you trying to be in having a good relationship and then having a good friendship with friends, but I really don't want you to lose your identity or your personality, because if you are just trying to be blending or something, you can't know who you are. So I really hope that you are going to find out your personality, or if I really will be happy if you can find your feeling or like what you like, even what you like, you feel, and then if you can bring that emotion or feeling to your life, I would be very happy. So next piece I would like to play in this entire concert. I would like to play Cello Suite number 2 in D minor by Johann Sebastian Bach. This piece has 6 movements, and the first one is prelude. Prelude is I could say something happening before. So I would like to tell you guys about life. Life starts by born, and then, but unfortunately, we have to die one point. So life starts and life comes, but always that goes or disappeared. But that's a life. And then the cello suite. With cello suite, I would like to have that reverse, and then that's I would like to tell that comes and then goes, or alive and then dead. So prelude, I wanted to play the prelude, which is before you are born or before you appeared.
Okay, I would like to stop now and tell me, take a moment to feel how you feel after all this talking.
I feel very nervous, and then I kind of changed playing because what I said.
Yeah.
Like it's not like I was this was not I was what I was practicing.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually got so much new idea from you right now. So it's like I was more thinking just like in the stomach, and then maybe like before you are born or before you start realizing who you are. But I was very nervous, but I actually felt good for this time.
The talking that you did was very good.
Really?
No, we're not going to talk. Oh yeah, you can write.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Okay.
It's wonderful what you said about the prelude being before birth, period before birth. And then when you start to play, maybe you can imagine that you are pregnant.
Okay.
But you feel your body and you think, am I pregnant or not? So it's very slowly you start to realize, maybe after 2 months, something is changing. It's so little, but you feel some change in your body. So it's a little bit different than now you are nervous and then you start the piece. So after this talk, you could stand there and take, this is birth. Maybe something, maybe pregnant, maybe not. So the audience is waiting, maybe she's going to play. It takes so long, maybe not.
Okay.
And in the meantime, you have time to find rest. rest, breathe, and feel your stomach breathe. Breathe. Maybe you look up in the temple. Maybe I can explain what I do sometimes. You know, I work with horses. They are sometimes nervous. Then I look somewhere in the sky and then you feel the whole audience start to sit and be pregnant. Because pregnant is expectation.
Right.
And expectation is waiting.
Waiting we equals. I see. Okay.
So let's practice that.
Can I talk a little bit about prelude?
Yeah, just about being about birth.
Yeah. So prelude is before the birth, and then also I would like you to make your mind very like nothing or white, and then I want you to realize who you are, or I shouldn't connect that, or
No, you don't have to tell the audience what to do, because your program is called Poem of Colors.
Yeah.
So you could now say a poem about when we are expecting a baby. We don't know yet.
Okay. So prelude is about before the birth. So this is a poem of you. We are expecting babies, and then we are realizing that.
Okay, so far. Very soon the baby start to kick.
Yeah, I thought so. Right.
So imagine that it's too little at the beginning of the prelude. The prelude is Untersuchung. What is that? Investigation. Investigation of the color, of the tone material. And you are feeling with your hands. I feel nothing. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. There's life, but I don't feel anything. Maybe at the end of the prelude you feel,
Okay. Right. True.
very beautiful. This is going to be amazing.
Yay!
Yeah. Yeah, really. Okay, the end of the piece, and then we go to the hymn,
Okay.
and you talk about
Him.
that the child is the island. He realized he's separate from other people.
So he's born.
He's already born.
Oh, okay.
At the, after the prelude, he's born, and then he realized, oh, I am not a baby. I can also walk like everybody else. I have legs. I am an island. So in English it's called self-awareness.
Yeah.
I don't know what in Japanese, but maybe it was one word you can say. Baby becomes child, self-awareness. That's a nice poem. Already everything is in those words.
Self-awareness.
End of the prelude.
That's too short. I'm so sorry.
You don't.
That's not good, nah.
Oh, yeah. If you get lost, you need to know the end.
Right.
Yeah.
Hi.
It's good to practice in bits and pieces.
That's a random practice.
Yeah,
I
right.
was
Exactly.
doing that.
Exactly.
I was.
You remember the lessons from last semester?
No, I'm doing that a lot, and
Okay.
then I couldn't show you. Great. Next, I would like to play the piece, which is called "Hymn from My Little Island" by Robert Aldrich. This piece is about the self-awareness that you start realizing the relationship about me, about yourself, and then you find that you are the person. Even you have the relationship with other people, like you might have your best friend when you are child, but when you get adult, you might have another best friend. So like you are.
Okay, let me stop you. This is for later. Because self-awareness is the island, is no other island. So we're not yet at the moment, the child is born and the child thinks he is the same as mama. There's no distinction.
Child think he is.
It's just one, mama and baby is
Right.
one. And then when he's 2 years old, he realized, oh, there is self-awareness. Actually,
So it's
I'm
later.
alone. Mama sometimes go away. And then I'm still here, so I'm alone. Only that. And later we come into, you want to have contact and you want to meet another island and you want to have relation. Then there are two islands. Right now it's only you and awareness. So it's not a very nice feeling because you feel alone. Maybe you have to cry because mama goes away.
Yeah.
So there is some sadness in the hymn. And the hymn is later becomes a hymn to the God because the child thinks when the mama is gone forever, people think Mama is God,
Uh-huh.
because she was there, but it's gone. So we cannot see it, but it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe say something about the loneliness of self-awareness.
Loneliness of self-awareness, which means you realize you could be alone. Next, I would like to play the hymn from my little island, composed by Robert Aldrich. So now you realize you are born to the world, and then now you start realizing that you are the actual one person, and then of course you are always with your mother, and then she's trying to protect you, and then you still can feel like how sweet and then how like warm feeling you can have when she's holding you. But now you start realizing when she is gone because she just went to get milk for you, or when she just went to bathroom, you just start realizing you have the moment you are alone. So now baby started realizing the sadness.
Make sure the beginning has really the intense loneliness.
Right.
Don't go too soon into either self-pity or too much expression, or later in the piece, yes, there will be some remembrance of the warmth of the mother, but
True.
actually it's an island with
I forgot to mention.
with nothing.
Right.
It's only sand, no flowers yet. Maybe the sun, and a kind of like looking at the sky. Maybe a little bit of wind.
Mm-hmm.
The end?
So next piece is Armando from the cello suite number 2. From this piece, you start thinking about another person or other peoples, and then you felt that loneliness feeling or sadness feeling, but you also start realizing that how much the other people or your environment can change your mind or your emotion.
Yes, that's very good, very good, very good. There's maybe two words: life and dance. So in short, I would not say emotion because that's for the next piece, but Allemande is the dance. Maybe you could say now starts the dance of life.
Dance of life, okay.
First with the parents. So the most closest relations in your life. Not with the Pogi and Bess, still no love and no craving, for other people, but just Mama goes to the kitchen and Mama comes back, or just that dance.
That dance, okay.
The dance of feeling of I miss her and she's back.
So next piece is Armand from cello suite number 2. You started feeling the loneliness or sadness, but at the same time you started feeling the life. So this piece is about the life of dance of life. Your parents sometimes go to somewhere, but always they come back, and then you started having the relationship, which is like dance.
Okay, good. This will be great. Then, at the end,
next piece, I would like to play the Verano Porteno by Astor Piazzolla, which was arranged for the marimbist Pius Chen. This piece is about this piece is about your adventure, that you start more paying attention to people, or you start observing the people more, and then you had just nice and then great relationship with your parents, but now you start noticing the other people in the world. So this is a tango dance piece, but this is about your new adventure with the other people.
Okay, good. The end?
So next, I would like to play the by Courant by Cello Suite Number 2. This piece, Courant, means about running. So now you had the very new adventures which you started having new experiments with the other people or with maybe another animals or with other situation. And then you started feeling a little bit scary or you just started knowing what the danger is. So this piece, danger is, but so now you started feeling the scared or you started feeling the danger.
Once more. How do you feel now after this talk?
I didn't feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt like after the piazzolla, you had a kind of a cool, fun, exciting moment, and the current is running. So I thought I could relate with little bit escape or little bit have space. Then I couldn't explain well. Then I wanted to relate to the god or princess things after this. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Hi.
Wars. The tango is an Argentinian dance of sensuality, of love, of wanting, but it's holding back. It's always 1, 2, 3, stop. 1, 2, stop. There's also in the dance when they move to it, they move close and then they move out. So it's you can dance with strangers and be very close, but at the same time out. It's holding back from sensuality.
I see.
Now you go to the courante is I would say a royal dance, a European royal dance, holding back elegantly in a world of fear and power play and wars and kings. It has nothing to do with sensuality because it's hidden in Europe. It's away. Hi, sorry, we're recording. Okay. And it's so the fear in Europe was very big, like in Japan at the samurai period. The people are very scared, and scaredness rules. So it's another emotion than in the tango, where it's sensuality and discovering your own feelings with the dancer. And here it's maybe in the Courant it's more discovering the fear of the hierarchy of people.
Hierarchy?
Hierarchy means maybe you are queen and somebody else is lower, so you have to hold back. You cannot say, I like to make love to you, because there are different hierarchies. But in a tango, physically, you say, I feel sensual with you. I feel alive.
So free of speech? No, it's kind of free of...
So maybe you could relate to the samurai period in Japan,
Right.
that fear helps to create the personal distance. It makes islands of people. Different islands, and even though we like to have the warmth of the mother, it's not possible in Europe, in Bach's time and before, because people are of different hierarchies.
After your very fun and exciting adventures, I would like to play the Courant by Cello Suite Number 2. This Courant means running or escaping. So after you went your new experience and new adventures, you also had very fun. Also, you started realizing there is danger or there is scary things surrounding you. It's so if you started feeling scared about something, you start making the space between people or space between some object, and then again you started feeling your own island because you want to have protection, and then the other people started having their own island. So we are now more separate. You start feeling the fear.
Maybe this is a little bit too aggressive, because you're going to escape, but so the observing part should still be there. Somehow you concentrate a lot on that Courant means running.
Right, that's true.
And it's actually elegant dance, let's say, of avoiding.
Avoiding.
Yeah. So you dance and you come closer, but just when you come closer, it's already, people are always, so it's not so fighting.
Right.
No.
Can you, because they say they are not able, and she said they can come. And they are here,
Old lady?
all with the boy, to listen to the lesson.
Right, Evelyn said that to me too, actually.
Yeah, she said.
I mean, they're
Can you let them in and they can sit there?
Thank you, Monica.
Okay.
So maybe not you started feeling fear. So you started making the space between the people, and you started making your own island, also the others. Now you know what is avoiding, what avoiding is, and you started feeling fear.
Okay. Let's, because your emotion has to calm down still, eh?
Nah,
Yeah.
it's not too much. Yeah.
Yeah. Concentrate on that you want to avoid the fear.
Avoid the fear. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
So as soon as you feel, oh, I'm starting to run, then go back to elegant.
Right. Okay. So you started avoiding the fear.
Yeah, good. Sometimes I feel is a little bit
Trust.
too fast, yeah.
Right.
And I miss the elegance.
Okay.
So if you imagine them dancing, and let's say the soldier dances and meets the queen, but the queen is,
Right.
he wants to avoid because she will make him do a war, so you come closer, but also, elegant. Don't make the queen angry. Elegant steps. So actually the running is hidden because the only thing you show is elegance. But this fear is inside. We don't see it. It's, yes, I'm fine.
It's very Japanese, isn't it?
Yes,
So,
very
yeah,
Japanese.
exactly.
And now you're very,
Right.
you're like French suddenly. Burgundisch. Yeah, let's do a Japanese version.
Yeah, so what is the fear?
Then there's just a little bit when you talk at home, you have to clean your mess. Like mamas do. A little bit too fast. I've said it 100 times. But speak it like a haiku. Again, the same place. Tat, tat, tat. You go to the. No, just before. Can you play once from the beginning and with every note say. So that every note is really there. So everything with ta. For me, it's too fast. Ta 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 ta. Dum ti ta 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 ta. You should really move the tongue all the time. Are you still moving the tongue?
Yes, but sometimes not. Sorry.
Can you say it loud? So I can also hear you breathe.
Okay. Sometimes ayami team ta 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 ta. Sometimes the upbeat, the hands play faster than your ta 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 ta, and then it's a little bit messy. Okay.
Okay, ending.